SWOSU coming in. I mean, it's one of those, teams that I would love to continue playing every year, home and away type thing, just because they're so close and they're always a really good team, very well coached. They did have a coaching transition. Their coach went to Oral Roberts this past year, but Coach Zinn does a tremendous job. His reputation precedes him, and we knew it was going to be an extremely tough battle coming in. I mean, they do a lot of really good things. One of the things that you got to worry about with them is containing the dribble. They do a great job of getting into the paint, and so I thought our girls did a great job of, especially in that second half, containing them, and then obviously getting a program record rebounding for 69 rebounds. I didn't know that until the end when they brought that to my attention, but just overall very proud of our kids and their relentless effort in finishing that game.
Where do you feel right now is your best position? Where are you deepest?
Oh, great question. I honestly feel like we're pretty deep at every position.
Okay.
I mean, I feel good about them all. I mean, these kids, they amaze me every day with their work ethic. They come to practice every day to get better, to work hard. Their attitudes are phenomenal, and so it's an absolute fun joy to coach these kids. Each and every day. They, sometimes you get to the midpoint of the season almost in December, and sometimes like, oh, got a few more to go, whatever. Sometimes, but these kids have just been absolutely amazing each and every day.
Your star freshman goes to that Holly. Just talk about the growth we've seen early in the season.
Yeah, Holly's been, from day one, she's come in and just been amazing. She's come in with the right attitude, humble, and to come into the situation where she's got a lot of really good guards in front of her. And, every day at practice, I mean, she makes it a battle with herself and the others. And I love her attitude, and so, but I think, as you look forward to the future, I mean, her best days are ahead of her. She's just begun to touch the surface of where she can be. But her work ethic is as good as I've ever seen. She's always in the gym, always getting shots up. So where she is today doesn't surprise any of us.
Panhandle State this weekend. That was kind of what you're seeing.
Yeah, Panhandle State. I mean, it's a close regional team that we wanted to. We needed a game too. I didn't want to go a couple weeks without playing before we hit conference, and they had an opening. We did too, and they're always a very tough NAIA opponent, and they're good in their conference. So we figured it'd be a good test for us. Right after Thanksgiving break to come back and play in front of our fans one more time before we hit conference.
And then Carly, she scored double digits dating back 10 games in a row dating back to last season.
Yeah.
And just the sophomore, what growth have you seen and just in the preseason going into the first game of the season?
I think I'm running out of adjectives for Carly. I mean, she's just been a phenomenal kid. I mean, she works extremely hard at her game. Her focus each and every day that she comes to practice with, not just practice, but to the games as well too. She's kind of that quiet leader that she's not as vocal as other people, but our young ladies follow her very well. And the best thing about her, again, and with some of these other kids as well, is just her work ethic. She works so hard. I mean, she's obviously a very extremely talented young lady, but her work ethic is as good as I've ever seen at that position.